Hello and welcome back. I'm back from a rather long vacation in which I went to the UK. I spent a few days in Ireland and then a few days in London and then a few days in Edinburgh. Had a lovely time. Got to see the Giant's Causeway, which is really cool. And I got to see a couple of cathedrals in London. They were really pretty. And I got to go to Bath, which is a place in England, if you didn't know. It's an entire, I think it's a city. But yeah, it used to be Roman, and there is still a standing Roman bathhouse, not used for baths anymore, just tours. The water is not treated. Very green. But the architecture looks nice, and it's interesting to see how they went about creating saunas and whatnot. And then spent some days in Edinburgh. Got to go to the Edinburgh Zoo, which was beautiful. Good times, good times. And then now I am home. And it's time to figure out what we were doing in Final Fantasy XIV. Let's pull up the game here. Oh, it's me, I'm back. So... what do we do? Oh yeah, first off, you might notice I am wearing a different outfit now. I have changed my class, and now I am a Reaper with a scythe. Really cool. Also a stand. Look at this. Look at this scythe. Really cool. Liking it already. Of course, the next Reaper class quest is at level 73. But also, Reaper starts at 70. Which is nice. Means I didn't have to go leveling it up. What are these? These are... oh, 28, 24. I think I was going to sell those. Yeah, definitely gonna sell them. So we're just gonna sell these pants real quick and then get back to the main scenario. Yo, buy my pants. Yes. Yerabania, first of many clearing stones. Let's go. Here we are once again. Alphino! Ready to rejoin the main post. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. Well rested and refreshed, yeah, took 2 weeks of rest. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now.
but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, and as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass.
Quest accepted. Time to get back to beating up the Garleans. Look at this bard. Yolmarak King, as I have named him. Hello, recruit.
Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alagiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh?
Sure thing. Oh, cutscene. Look at us RP walking.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat.
True.
But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those three towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Villadina was so important, eh? Right then. Come along. They're waiting for us in Alagiri.
Let's go. Oh, and I can't fly here. But hopefully soon I will be able to. Check our compass. Southeast. Only 92 yalms. So it's close. $134 to the north. What? Go. There we are. Angamato. Looks like a seahorse with legs and wings.
Next thing. 600 to the east. Okay. That'll be for later then. And I'll have to relearn the class that I just learned 2 weeks ago because I haven't used it in 2 weeks. Look at that. Looks like a Viking ship turned into a city or town. Back off, grasshopper. Alright, fine. You wanna die?
The no reaper shall oblige.
Oh yeah, that's right. Reaper's got a cool ability. Charges forth, doesn't matter if there's an enemy to lock onto. You just move forward. It's a dash. Which means you can use it outside of combat for an extra speed boost. So that's nice. Here we are. The new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance.
Ah, there you are.
Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in your absence, or in our absence.
Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris.
Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend.
Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready.
Daughters? What are these? That looks neat. This one less so. Looks kind of swamp witchy. That's for Reapers as well. Interesting. It's only level 68 gear though. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Ba-da-bow. And we've got an Aetheryte to attune to.
That everyone? Then let us begin. Aligiri is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won.
If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable.
We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castra Mabania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power.
Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given.
Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alum Curie to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response.
Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Genossia after what she's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part.
Don't do anything too reckless, alright?
I won't. I promise I'll do what Conrad says. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alicia can stay with Genossia. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves.
You have your orders. Dismissed.
Elise.
Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility.
Seems like they may have... What are you doing? You leave her alone.
My head.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics.
Uh-huh.
This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Also, that's a lot of pods.
Found you.
That you did, Thancred. Be careful, Thancred.
So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone.
Indeed. Guess I'll grab that one.
We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arenvald's squadron. They are already searching our other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means.
Patrol White Rock for Imperial forces. Okay. Quite a lot of ground to cover. East. I love that. Hell's Ingress. And then there's also Egress. But they share a cooldown. I really enjoy having that mobility. Destination. Surveying. Surveying. Hello. Stop. Suave. Yes. 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 Like my new scythe. Surveying. Hello. Spinning scythe. Nightmare scythe. What is this? Hey. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, look. Right past it.
Oh, give me a moment. Say that again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us is in the fringes. Or, the pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Genosio? Any trouble? And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well.
Indeed. Looks to be going well.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Hansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
That's a big cannon.
What in the seven hells?
Uh-huh.
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
Huh. So that didn't go as planned.
By the 12th, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You had it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castrum Urbania. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still... No one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. This way. There's no time to lose. Like she said, no time to lose. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now.
The locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You need only prise them open to pass through.
Raban?
I'm glad you're here, Genossia. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us, on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they had it in them, to kill their own men just to kill us. Them all.
Where's my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for.
Alize, listen to me. Listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand?
He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east.
Buddy.
Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There. Alagiri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Ugh, everything hurts. I think I was struck by a debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. Genossia Vasan, Ward of House Forton. We fought together on the Steps of Faith. You saved my life back then, and now. I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times thank you. Conrad! Conrad, can you hear me? Now I go put him down over there! Thancred?
Conrad! Conrad, speak
Oh,
to me!
Conrad.
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Ala Mhigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
So sad.
Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castrum Urbania.
Next round, double the charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
Estinian?
That's the Cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon! The savages are coming!
The savages.
You're the ones that killed your own men. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response? Fire and blood? This was their answer? Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God's is my witness. There will be a reckoning. Alphinaud, it wasn't them that fired a cannon at themselves. This is all Xenos. Forgive me. Now's not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body. Find my sister and return to Alagiri.
Allez.
There, that should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me you found Alphinaud. Tell me he is alright. Oh, thank the 12. I don't know what I would have done. They're saying that. What will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Alagiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way.
Anyway. 440 to the southeast, so it's like way down there. What are you doing back here, buddy? On your feet. Let's move.
Oh. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. With this, I should be back home in Ilzabard, instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades.
Yeah, join us. Join the Resistance. Fight back! Okay, yes, through the gate, let's go.
On your feet. Thanks, friend. My tourniquet came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine for the rest of the way.
Tourniquet, though. That's some serious stuff. Must have been bleeding out. Hey, come on, where's the third? Yeah, show yourself. Oh, there you are.
Oh, bless you, kind. Wait, is that you, Genassia?
I didn't recognize you at first. Been feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. I can keep going.
Back to Alighieri. Get lost. Nobody. Elfino. Hang on, buddy.
Still slice.
Chelsea, we have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when. Rites must needs be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair.
Alright, I'm going to go get some more water. I will be right back. See you soon.
I'm back.
Let's get back to it. So sad, Conrad is dead. That actually looks pretty nice. Look at that. Fancy. For the living and the dead. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula Imperatoris. It is time we spoke with General Alden. Ba-da-ba.
Robot. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul. Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader. He was a patriot. But above all else, he was a good man. Who will be sorely missed. One of many lost on this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy.
It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum Urbania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought of for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. But wait. Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped firing when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago. I do. But I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived at Ralger's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance. And then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions. But even then I knew deep down that it was just an excuse. That I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Ida. But then I met someone, on the other side of the world, who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left. And of the ones that are, Many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nago. I'll come back, I promise.
While I acknowledge Commander Hecht's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Genossia, would you go with her?
I suppose someone's gotta keep her out of harm's way. Someone's gotta protect the new leader of the Resistance.
Then it's settled. We will await your return.
Sorry to drag you into this, Genossia. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself.
Take that, Gunblade.
Above the churning waters.
If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the Castro. Njunkreft's Hope. The ship's stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it, or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Lys, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright?
Oh, and there's a Chocobo Keep that I should probably talk to. Well met. Alright. That's where we're going. Up to that ship. Somehow. Sprint away. Hostile presence. Hello. Good. Ah. I was like, alright, so now what? Sunlight was too bright to see the sparkle.
Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb.
Yes. Climb.
Whew. That took a bit more out of me than I expected. And here she is. Yun Krep's hope. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the Sixth Umbral era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right there, right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It couldn't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it. Me included. I've never been a leader like Conrad or Hien or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke from Castrum Urbania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Genesia, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Urbania and bring the who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's chomping at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. Off we go. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon.
Indeed. It's a nice looking bow. Gun's alright. Rod. Oh, it's nifty. Got a little orb that glows. Grimoire, meh. Yeah, I'll take that.
There's no time to lose, Jasia. General Alden needs to know what we saw.
Ta-da. Indeed. Hey, Raban. Cannon is kind of wrecked. Smoking.
You are returned. I only hope you bring good news.
Oh, yes, we do.
We scaled the cliffs of Nuncrup's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Albania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarupin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Albania at once.
It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity.
Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Gyrovania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Albania and other nearby installations with the aid of our allies there. I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans at the end of the day. It's our land, our responsibility, so let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alize and Genosia, I am sure.
Well then, if you are all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Albania. Go, and may Rolgar watch over you and keep you.
My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Lise, nor less Alamigo. Castrum Albania is the largest Imperial facility in the peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Krile is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Krile might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it.
Of course. It's a nice looking sword. Decent looking axe. Very red. That's a cool sword. Very fancy. Katana. Got a red blade on it. Guess I'll take this one. Got a cane. Another book. Planisphere. Rapier. Wait a minute. What was that? Hey, the gem looks cool. What is that? Looks ridiculous.
So to review, we have to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarupin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Genosia and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris, or Castrum Albania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave him. If I know how Marshal Taurupin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do. But I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadin woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Courage. Right. Put together a squadron. Nago, we'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything.
Hold on. What is this? Aha! Ether current.
Hey, you're that adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the woman I wanted to see. You've a bit of time to spare, I hope. Nodders. It seemed a bloody miracle we managed to take Alighieri without spilling a drop of blood. But it was all thanks to one man. A man the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for questioning, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest with you. But I think it'd be best to resolve the matter quietly, if possible. Things could get messy around here if the Alliance or the Resistance start kicking up a fuss. I'd like to draw attention if I leave my post, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So what do you say? Can you give me a hand? You adventurers are good folk. Now I really shouldn't say much more out here in the open. You best go speak with him yourself. Balt's his name. He can tell you the rest.
There you are.
Balt.
The adventurer who slew Lord Van Baelsar? So they sent you to claim my head then?
What?
Brazen Brook sent you to help? Oh, thank heavens! You see, I'm actually a centurion of the Garlean forces. Now, before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all of my men to retreat from Alighieri. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they had to say, I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in.
Huh.
Bart? The place wouldn't be the same without him. And we certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance.
Waitiri.
Where'd you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him, unless you're looking to pick a fight. You'll keep your mouth shut.
Do you know who I am?
What do you want with Bot?
He's not in trouble, is he? We already told the Alliance scum they can't have it.
Alliance scum.
There you are. Now do you see the cause for my hesitation? In light of the reaction to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being. But for all intents and purposes, I am a war prisoner. The villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one's enemy is a serious crime no matter whose side you're on. And I've heard what the Alliance does to those who help the Galeans. Stuff of nightmares, I tell you. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody. But if the villagers should take arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brazen Brook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger, but there's only so much a man in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Alagiri to allow for my surrender.
What if instead I said, so long! Goodbye! Your troubles are your own. Doing on ether currents here. Looks like one more out and about and 3 more from quests? Or opposite? No. 3 more from quests, 1 more from exploration. And that 1 more is way down there. And one of those questy ones is almost certainly from a main story quest. Let's see here. We are on With Tired Hands We Toil. Yeah. 4 more quests till we get another ether current, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 7 more until we get another ether current. But that'll also be the end of Stormblood. Hey, we're getting close to the end of Stormblood here. How about that? Ba. Parkour. Get out my way. I know you're gonna attack me anyway. I got things to do. Nice.
See? What did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris.
Actually, what did you tell me?
I don't remember. Hello. Yes, I do. Stay alert for Imperial soldiers. Oh no, Imperial soldiers. Actually, I do need to take a look at these. Cone in front of you. Our target's flank, our target's rear. Okay. So this is just cone, but doesn't do as much as the others, and these do more when from flank from rear. Got it. Hello, friendos. Just checking if anything else has flank or rear type stuff. Don't think so. Barrier that nullifies damage, totaling up to 10% of maximum HP. And of course we can true north anytime we want to do things without being on flank or rear. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for these. Come, Radiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces.
Oh look, Imperial forces. Big Imperial forces. Oh. Can you stop?
Also, how is something that big just hidden and right in front of me? Makes no sense.
Couldn't see it until I'd stood there observing carefully for 3 whole seconds.
Doesn't make any sense. Looks like it's safer to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castrum Urbania anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already?
Guess we'll find out.
And now set to Spanish, simply why I'll be king, undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen. For the wonder I am. Trident. Oops. No. Daggers. big daggers, very pointy. Neat shield. Alphino said we were looking for a Rogathan woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. Suppose we just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same.
Indeed. Yeah.
Ain't seen you around here before. Takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited.
I will go whither the wild rose blooms. One with courage, I suppose. Times are tough, but so am I. Courage, come on.
Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, because I'll not speak on it more, at least not here. Outside Radiata, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand.
And those barricades say.
Hey, was that who I think it was?
Behind the barricades, over yonder.
Well, that's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, we'll find Alphino and Alice. We'll meet you there. Not followed, were you? Good.
Just by my friends.
That all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Tarupin. Name Stark Woad. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris in the canon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castrum Urbania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive! If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the file control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through.
Indeed.
The price of freedom.
We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. These in her unit will make up for our primary objective, the fire control center. At the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed into weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before we can infiltrate the castrum.
All right. Imperial patrols. Gonna kill some Imperial patrols and reap their souls. Alright. And another patrol. Serving. Oh look. Hostile presence detected. Oh my goodness, stop it. Sirs! Die. Blink. Yeah. Not bad. No, no fates. Leave me alone.
Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend, up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case.
Hello? I do like Reaper. It's pretty cool.
By Rolga, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Geonosia is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think we have learned something from our time in her company. Now, where is the entrance to the ducts? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars, or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Geonosia, we shall infiltrate the castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center. Is there nothing else? Or if there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces to show them to their entrance. May Ralga guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Jarcia. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin.
Me and mine. Of course. You didn't mention anything about other people joining us. Till just now. Is it possible with a party of PCs? It is. NPCs. Alright.
Then I'll register as I am.
If I had to invite actual people, then I'd switch to my tank.
My Emperor Penguin.
Just because it would probably be faster to queue up. But if I can rely on NPCs to help, then I'll go Reaper for sure. Duty commenced. Yeah, I'm synced down. Hello. But you're supposed to like be attracted by the tank. There you go.
Come no closer.
From behind. Hello. Little Aquarius. Alright, we move forwards. Always forwards. What class are you, Resistance Fighter? Gladiator. Not sure why Gladiator has two crossed swords when they use a sword and a shield. Whatever. Hi. Focus on the Resistance Fighter, please. Thank you. Right. Gallows. That's a whirl of death. Oh, not over yet. Whirl of death.
You should fall soon enough.
Yes, they should. But will they? Ew. I'm for the boss fight. Oh. Stop changing its direction. Dude. Fighter! Stand in one spot! Take aggro. Hello? What?
You shall fall soon enough.
Ooh. Oh, where are you going? You good?
Away with you!
Oh, slice. Where are you going?
You shall fall soon enough.
There. Finally. Keeps zooming around. Increase range. Oh, I gotta destroy these things. Oh, wait.
Away with you!
Whoa, death. Come on. Hello? Oh, I have to change targets apparently. Even though it's an AoE. I have a valid target.
Why are they so tanky? Oh boy. Miniature versions of those things we just fought. Lightning shards. Hello.
Away with you!
Subject number 24.
Let's give them a show.
Huh? Sure. Give them a show. What's wrong?
For the House of Lev, away with you!
What the? Away from each other, everyone. Oh boy.
Ah. Indeed.
Sorry,
it's all
Alice.
over now.
Uh-oh.
For the House of Levair! Away with you!
No, share damage. Why did you turn this way?
What are you doing, guys?
He's dead. Okay, it's just like... I was like, guys, why are you converging on me? You want us all to die?
Cenobian Hood.
Ridiculous.
So, there. Just wanted to look at that hood. Not good for this class, but
Probably sell it.
away.
Soul Sight.
Here the game's all like, you need to be selecting a target in order to use the ability.
It's like, well then target any enemy. Target one of them. The nearest one. Why do I gotta actively target an enemy in order to use an ability when there are clearly a whole host of enemies in front of me that you could pick from?
Invalid target.
Well then target an invalid target then. What's wrong with you? If I'm clicking an ability and there's an enemy in front of me, you should auto-target that enemy. There's too much going on for me to tell whether or not I'm targeting an enemy. Look at all this swarm of stuff on the screen. Come on. The thing that I was targeting died from that first attack, so I wasn't able to do the second attack because invalid target, invalid target. It's like, then target something else. Come on. I don't care what you target, just target something.
Away with you!
Why are y'all targeting me? My goodness.
For the House of Leveilleur!
turned on me. I thought he was facing away from me. There we go. Final boss here. But Inferno is called. Focus on the tank, please. Where are you going? His arm grew. That doesn't look good, dude. Not gonna lie. Where are you going? What? I should probably faint you. Huh. Come back here. What are you? Hey, you. What do you think you're doing?
Away with you!
Woo! Level 71 now. Yeah. Your level has been synced to 70. I know you just leveled up to 71, but you're not allowed to be level 71 here.
Let's look at Avenger F1 minion. Okay. Equestrian roll. Alienus. Alienus. Right away, minions. Just wanted to look at it. I know there's some of them here. Whatever. Ah, it's one of those little gorilla mix. Gotcha. What else did I get? I got a couple of things. Not that. Is it this? I think so. Fancy looking axe. No, I don't think those are new. Some pants. I think those are new, maybe. Yeah, Valerian Priest, that sounds great. Not new. Alright. The other thing would probably be like rings or something. I know that one's new. Valerian Brawler and Valerian Priest's ring. Let's compare. Ooh. Sounds pretty good. I should remove that one. Skill speed, strength, vitality, direct hit rate. It's all better. Very nice.
Understood. We're on our way. Lys's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
Okay. Why do you keep panning over to this thing? It's making me think that it's not dead.
Lys! Thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
Something tells me what's her face is gonna be there. Yep.
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Aye. I gave the order to fire.
It was over! The Skulls had surrendered, no one else had to die, and you killed them! Your own people! Your own comrades!
You're right! I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolf, Emlyn, all the rest, trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted.
How are Alamegans gonna live free under Garlemald? Like, what?
We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us.
They'll never accept you. What?
But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal.
You'll never be seen as equal. You'll always be seen as less than, so you need to fight back if you want to be
That's
free.
just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Yeah, buy your freedom with blood by fighting the Imperials.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Uh-oh.
Lise! Gotcha!
Uh-oh. No.
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
Even so, the odds are against me.
Yeah. Really?
Coward! Get back here!
Alright, Elise, you need to calm down.
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me? Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Well, we did it. Castrum Urbania belongs to us now. Nago and her people took Alize to Rediata to receive treatment. Alphino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won, and with minimal casualties. But somehow, it feels empty. We should report to General Alden. Kryl wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Roban's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway.
I'll just take the materia.
Genasia, Commander Hext, fine work you did today. After Specula Imperatoris, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Rhalgr's star yet burns bright.
I'm glad. I really am. But you should know that Alize was injured in the fighting.
Regrettable, but I am pleased to hear that she will make a full recovery. Fordola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to his so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lise?
Oh, it's nothing really. Just that we're almost to the end. But we've still got to save Krile and do so much more.
We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Castrum's archives as we speak. Listen, Lise. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrum and prepare to advance into the Lux. While we wait, there is something I would like to show you, both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push.
I don't see why not.
Nodders.
Then come with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south.
Man, look at that sun. Beautiful. Look at that. There. 1 second. Beautiful. Alright. Let's go back to it. Oh, we should take a look at the hunger for trade there. It's probably another ether current. Also, Raban's invitation. So this quest we'll finish up, and then Liberty or Death is the next quest, and that will have an ether current for us. Hello there, Ponderous Porter.
You're not from around here, are you? You'd never seen Alamegan strike up a conversation with a Radiata resident. But seeing as we're already talking, I have a job that's just right for an outsider like you. Talk with the girl behind that building over there, and she'll give you all the details. She's a bit testy, mind you.
Hello, testy trader.
About bloody time! Here, take the supply crate and trade it with the merchant in Alagiri for food. He's usually lurking in an alley somewhere. Shifty. You'll know him when you see him. Do not tell him a Radiata native sent you. There'll be no grub for us if you do.
Really? How rude. Ooh, and it's to the... Actually, is it to the south? Hold up. Oh, wait, no, it's... That's kind of... Alright, we'll go to Alagiri here. See if we can head east from there. There you are.
You want to trade? Just show me the goods first, then maybe we'll deal. God, This is a military issue, Mark.
He's at 63? No. 43? 43.
But these are military issue Mark 43 sedatives. High quality stuff. Someone snatched a batch a while ago. But you wouldn't believe how quickly Imperial medicines sell. Folk are always on edge around here. You see, never knowing when the Empire might decide to launch an assault. Some get so worked up that they can scarcely sleep without a little alchemical encouragement.
Huh.
How much do you want for him? I'm a bit curious how you came by this stash, but I'll take it off your hands all the same. Food? That's it? Just food? All right. Well, here's a sack full of assorted edibles. Nice doing business with you.
Well then. Let's see if it's possible to go this way. I don't think it is though, because I see cliffs. Yeah. Gotta go all the way back around. No faster way to travel yet. Good blade. Almost halfway there. Let me through. Yep. Let's go. All right. Try to do a few more quests before we end it off today. Then it looks like next week we'll be finishing Stormblood. How about that? Then we can do post Stormblood content, and after that we'll be able to get into what's it called here? Trying to remember. Shadowbringers, that's it. One brings the shadow, one brings the light.
Heard many good things about Shadowbringers. Can't wait to check it out myself.
Did you get the food? Tell me you got the food. Oh, praise the heavens! Oh, praise you too, stranger. This will be the first proper meal we've had in days. Go back and speak with my large friend, if you would. I'd wager he'd like to show his thanks as well.
You're welcome.
Surprised to see us trading in Imperial supplies. My quick-fingered friend once worked in a storeroom in Castrum Albania, swept those sedatives before she left. This settlement's full of those as used to labor for the Imperial army. The folk in Alagiri may have traded with the Empire, but even they spit on Radiatans. The army's whipped curs, they call us. That's why we needed you to make the deal. If one of us dared to set foot in that town, they'd chase us out with a hail of stones, or worse. But now we can eat our fill, get our strength back, and try to move on. Kind-hearted heroes like you are a godsend.
No problem. Wah, wah. There's just a couple more of those. 2 more from quests, which are both story quests. And 1 that's just sitting down here somewhere. Ah, my ankle. $162 to the north? Hold up. Right there. Getting close. Attune! Yes! 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 No. No, no, no. Yeah, no currents, of course. There you are, Raban. Hello.
Even after all these years, it's still the same. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome.
Glad to do. Yes, that's next one. Ether current.
Genosia, Lise, I brought you both here for a reason.
And the reason? Oh, cutscene.
I brought you both here for a reason.
Quest accepted.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was, which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Oop. Sorry, Urbana, I'm about to see your memory.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death.
Excuse me, sir. What do you...
Liberty or death? Liberty or death! If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
Sir, you just scribbled on my house. Wait a minute, is that... That's him, isn't it? What is his name? Ilbert or something like that? And of course, young Raban.
Send you home to men, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder.
True.
Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lys, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask.
Liberty or death?
Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Oh, was that Lisa's father that we just saw?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too? I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Ananta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
This quest doesn't have an ether current. It does?
You're one of those adventurers, aren't you? Travel this way and that, always helping folks. Well, I believe I speak for all of us here when I say we need your help. I'm sure you've noticed, but we don't have much. The only reason we get by is a merchant who comes and sells us supplies. I say sell, but it's so cheap he might as well give it away. Trouble is, without so much as a word, he suddenly stopped coming. I'd go and search for him myself, but anyone who could have kept watch while I'm gone has been conscripted by those Imperials. Would you try asking around at Radiata if anyone's seen him? He always talked about going there, so I figured it's a good place to start. Okay. Even a blind man could see that Lise wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances. To be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alice was dead for a moment back there. There's one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her, and that's good. It will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then. I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer.
I understand. He's been away for a long time, and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata.
Exactly. And definitely not because I've got another quest that I need to do. Hello there.
Wait, am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? I don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest and I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so.
You sure it's not these Highland Uruka that you're thinking of? Back off.
Suspicious youth. Hello. Seven. She's seen us. Son it. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. Huh? You think you can court death? Are you ready to dance with the devil? Really like that teleport. Hello, Mort. Cold Death? Why would anyone sell their wares in that ghost town? Oh. Hello. A merchant traveling to Colder. Wait. That's the guy in league with the Imperials, isn't he? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. Get after it. Yeah, I've heard of him. His name's Franck. Some folks say he's doing those people a favor, but I think he's up to something. Wait. Now what? Aligiri! Bruh. That'll have to wait a second. I'm gonna get the ether current from Lise first. Or from this Liberty or Death quest, at least. Where are you at, Lise? There you are. I see you were also ambushed. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're all Amigan, not even conscripts by the look of them. Barely adults, in fact. Some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember. They're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. They probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh, God. Alicia and Alphino could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago. I'm sure they can handle themselves, but yeah, we'll go check. Better safe than sorry, no. What's all this about? You two look ready to fight. We were ambushed by villagers outside of Radiata and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. The twins are at Stark's. Alicia was asleep last I checked. Sorry. Did you say you were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Did they not see what we just did to Castra Mabania? Fools. Please, Genasia, we overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young? Less than 20 summers? Aye, I thought so. It's always the young ones. The ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer. Play fools! After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the Resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a castrum their whole lives. Few victories won't change that. Aye. You get some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye. They get beaten for their trouble, or worse. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back, but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand, and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now, you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here do. But a young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to, if it comes to it, but remember that. The sooner we liberate Ala Mhigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves, together. A better home than they've ever known.
Indeed. Let's see here. Gazelle skin, open-toed boots of scouting. Okay. First complete. Was that the one that had the... Yes. Nice. What's next here? Elise has a proposal.
I've been thinking. If Alisaie needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Rhalgr's Reach. She can receive much better care there, after all. Our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed. And given what Mistress Woad has told us, I would rather she did not remain here. Then it's settled. Nago, go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alphinaud, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Genossia, would you mind going on ahead and telling Aurelia that we're on our way? I want a bed waiting for Alisaie when she arrives. Thanks.
No problem. Quest accepted. So you want me to go all the way back to Rhalgr's Reach. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna go to Alagiri. Get this final ether current for this area.
Bronk.
They're asking about me at Cold-Earth. I'd love to help, but the situation has gotten complicated, you see. The reason I was selling to them so cheap is because someone else was footing the bill. Some Imperial soldier said he grew up there. He went to the Garleans willingly, if you can believe it. They made him a watchman at one of their labor camps, and he's been funneling all his pay to me. Granted, I keep peddling my goods at Cold-Earth. Afraid his friends and family would refuse his gifts after turning his back on them, he got the smart idea of sending me up there.
selling whatever they need for next to nothing. Thing is, he hasn't contacted me in days. Shame, too. On my next trip, I was supposed to deliver this bottle of arak. It's hard to come by nowadays, but he paid me good money to find it. Would you mind taking it there for me? As for this conversation, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you tell anyone. All things considered, I think he might have wanted someone to know. Yeah. So now I've got to go all the way back. Hold up. Maybe I can take a Chocobo Keep? Although I don't know if I've activated a Chocobo Keep over there. Or if there even is one over there. So there's something. It doesn't look like it. I called her the Spectre Imperatrix. Yeah, no. Sucks. That's the way it goes, I suppose. Time to parkour our way up this wall again. Third time. There we go. Don't mind me. No, Kangamato. I'm leaving. Yes. And it would seem that pretty soon I'm going to be going to a new area. To the locks. Such a long walk. If only I could just go right through here. No? Still got a ways to go. Out yawn.
piety. Oh, that's piety. Yeah, right there. Go. Cold Earth. Hello, cigar.
Did you find any sign of the merchant?
He was paid to come here by an Imperial turncoat? They worked at a labor camp? No, it can't be. Bottle of Arak. My son said... He said someday we'd... Never mind about the merchant. Here. It's not much, but you deserve it. Thank you for this.
At times. But hey, we can fly! Woo! Finally! Look at this. My goodness, we can go high. Still going. I can fly no higher than this. My goodness. Look at this place. There's the cannon. Fired straight at that tower. Let's go ahead and finish out this map real quick before we go places. Get this bit, we'll get that bit. Then it's off to Rulger's Reach, I suppose. I love being able to fly. Look at this lovely tree. A little more, then we'll move up to this northeast. Look at how fast we can traverse now. It's lovely. Yes. Back to Rulger's Reach. Now that we've mapped this realm, Arella.
Do you require some assistance? Very well. We will make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? There. All crisp and freshly laundered. We're here. Is everything in order? Right. We're bringing her in. Honestly, Alphinaud, you needn't have gone to all this trouble. What can I say? It seemed a good waste. Or it seemed a good way to discourage you from limping off to battle when my back was turned. Listen to Arella, please. You need your rest. I know. Any news of Cryle? She'll be cross if you make her wait too long. As will I. A chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her, sister, and I'll fight twice as hard for the both of us. They're good together. When they're not at each other's throats. I miss that feeling. Genosio, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? I won't be a moment.
Wait for Lise.
Lise? You got a new outfit? It's a nice dress.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could.
Ah.
Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just... if this is the last battle we fight to free Ala Mhigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
It suits you. Maybe not quite your style, being as you're all punchy-kicky,
It's nice of you to say so.
but still.
And a bit embarrassing. But mostly nice.
Why are you stabbing stone?
Do you want to destroy all the few weapons you have? What is wrong with you?
Anyway, the real reason I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle.
So.
There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
Sure. But I'm not a monk. I am a reaper. But I guess you are a monk. Hey? Is it up there? Or are you just looking at Roger? It is up there, isn't it? What? What? Why? Okay. Is that a... Lise? I thought you were all punchy. Now you've got a blade? Now you got a wrist blade?
Maybe we got a little carried away, but you have to admit that was fun. Thank you, Genassia. You're the best kind of friend. The kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you.
Change material. Head here. What? That looks dumb. That one's Upon the great Loch shore.
Now that Alisaie's settled in, it's time we rejoin the fight. Though, actually, maybe you and Alphino should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while.
Okay, I think this is where we will end today's session.
We're getting close to the end of Stormblood, but I don't think I'll be able to actually finish it out today. So we'll stop here, and we'll pick it up, finish it out next week.
I am enjoying Reaper. Takes a little getting used to, but looks cool. I enjoy the Bloodborne aesthetic of the set of armor and scythe that they give you to start. Looks great. Look at that. Here to reap some souls. It's got some interesting stuff. And I really, really like the teleport. Just boom. Especially because you can use that outside of combat, which is great for mobility. And I'm pretty sure it makes my traveling on land faster by walking rather than by mount until you get the mount speed increase, you know, and the flight. Once you get flight, then mount is the way to go. But oof, loving it. Oh, and I should probably update gear set. I did get a ring and all that. So, that's it for Final Fantasy for today. But later today, I will be jumping back into Jedi Survivor. I know that there was an update. We'll see if it runs any better. I'm thinking the issue might lie in my capture card. It might not. It is an old capture card, so it might not really be able to handle PlayStation 5, but I don't know. It's just, in my experience, I've played, the way I've got my setup here, I don't have my PlayStation hooked into a TV at all. It's just hooked into my capture card. So when I've played what's it called? Horizon Forbidden West, you know, off stream and all that. I've played it and viewed it through the capture card, and it seemed to be just fine. It ran just fine. But for some reason, Jedi Survivor keeps struggling so much, and I don't know why. Because I've heard that the PlayStation 5 version of the game runs just fine for everybody else, but apparently not for me. Oh well. Hopefully that update might have helped. Hopefully. I don't put much stock in it though. But regardless, we'll be playing that later today after I get a chance to eat. And then the next stream will be on Monday. Then okay, my calendar. No stream on Wednesday, but I will be streaming on Monday. And Monday's stream will be earlier than normal because I'm going to the movies Monday night. Which at a time that would have been like in the middle of my stream, but luckily I've got Monday off of work, so I'll be able to stream earlier. But regardless, I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.